Lian Li recently filed 2 patent lawsuits, and it's about these patents. This one specifically is Lian Li, is about its fan connection structure. And these lawsuits have wide-reaching implications for the industry. One is against Fantex, and the other one is against Thermaltake. Some of the impact could come to consumers, and it could be in the way of, depending on how the lawsuits go, forced innovation for manufacturers against each other to come up with more options, or it could open the floodgate to a ton of fan designs that are all modular in connection structure, similar to what we have here. And if that floodgate opens, it would drive down retail cost. The complaint that Lian Li filed specifically has to do with its Unifan design, and we have the patent documents open up here, and what they're showing is not just the power delivery and the fan PWM delivery, but also they're talking about the specific location of placement for the power connections on different sides of the body. So this isn't just a simple daisy chaining of fans question, where true daisy chaining just by a cable has existed for a very long time, and there's a lot of prior art to it. The case is a little more nuanced. Again, talking about things like where on the fan body the connections, are located. They could probably patent a more rigid connection in the process. This has been through this a number of times now. Thermaltake, as an example, does its fans this way, with magnets. But the key point here is that there is a structure that, depending on which company you ask, is called a luminous fan structure, i.e. LEDs on fan, wherein the power and the RGB information can be delivered through the body of the fans, and Lian Li specifically calls out that the power delivery is on 2 opposing sides of the fan body, with LEDs centered at least on the top in 2 locations, top and bottom. So the patent makes clear claims about the sides that the power delivery connections are on, the presence and the location of the RGB LED strips, the physically adjoined nature of the fans without the presence of a cable, and makes it so that this is not simply about the concept of just daisy chaining via a set of cables, but rather a specific type or combination of daisy chaining, in addition to other claims like the presence and location of LED and power connection. So this content is uniquely positioned because it's looking at both the technical aspect of this dispute and the legal aspect. And for the legal side, we hired attorney Vincent Augusta to review the case documents and to review the patent filings to give us a more professional look at what the legal side of it means. And in his section, he'll be describing not only some specifics of the case, but also a lot of foundational knowledge on patents in general, what they're meant for, and how the lawsuits might play out in the United States, for all of our viewers who might not be in the US or just don't know how it works. Vincent is an excellent communicator and he can go on camera, but we also hired a specialized patent attorney who also has no involvement in this case. Unfortunately, that particular attorney can't appear on camera. It's not uncommon, it just has to do with what their firm's rules are. So we've hired 2 different attorneys to look at this case. We'll be tackling the technical side. So we're going to go over how each of these fans connects. It's up to the courts, obviously, to decide, or in settlement, if they are similar enough to each other to have one infringe on the other, but we can at least show how they